Hey, I'm Tigran. I own a landscape company in California, San Jose to be exact, and we do a lot of crazy builds. We do small builds. Company does about $5 million a year, $400,000 in deposits a month. And the cool thing is we have a lot of employees employing a lot of people, have trucks, trailers, equipment, great customers, great customer service, very 5-star service on the internet, and the best reputation as a landscaper. Nobody hates me. Everyone loves me. Today, what we're going to do is watch a bunch of construction fails, and I'm going to give you my expert opinion on all these videos we're about to watch. These are internet's most popular construction fails. This is going to be very exciting and super educational. Video number 1, commencing.
Yep, no, that's my fault. That's my fault. I did tell the guy that the rebar should be 2 or 3 inches from the top of the concrete. And, yep, about 2 or 3 inches from the top of the concrete.
I'm sure he's the project manager or some kind of owner of the business. He's wearing a hard hat, so this looks like a commercial site. He definitely told them exactly what happened, but these guys took it literally and put the concrete underneath the rebar. What he meant to say is put the rebar in the middle of the concrete, but they did this. I don't know if they were messing with him. They were trying to prank him, if this was supposed to be a joke, but this is pretty silly, 100%, because real concrete guys would never do this. I think this was meant to be a joke. But if your guys ever do this, fire them. I'm just kidding. Maybe this is like an honest mistake. Who knows? It's all situational and it's all dependent on the application. But if you do concrete and you do this, this is pretty bad. And if you look, if you zoom in on the finish of the concrete on the step, it is not good. There's a bunch of holes. So either these guys were idiots, they didn't know what they were doing, or they're playing a prank on them. Next. Ooh. Boom. That was crazy. Air pocket bubble blew up from the hose, and I actually asked the concrete guy if this can ever happen to him on accident, and he said no, this is not by accident. This is 100% user error. He did the calculation wrong or the settings wrong inside the pump, and then air got caught, boom, blew up. Fortunately for him, the hose didn't blow up and his arm is still intact. The concrete pumper did tell me if this ever happens and the hose blows up, your entire arm is going to be gone. Goodbye arm. And there's no sewing it back. It's just goodbye arm. So you got to be careful with this. And this is why I would recommend you guys not to hire people that don't know what they're doing, don't have the right license, don't have the right insurance. Hire guys that have all this and use them for your site. And also, some of you would be like, oh, I'll just buy a concrete pump. That's dumb. Why me as a landscaper would want to invest $100,000 into a concrete pump? Then I have to pay a guy to operate the concrete pump. Horrible idea. Dumb business decision. Pay a guy $700 to come in, pump the job. If his pump breaks, you don't care. If his oil's not changed, you don't care. If whatever happens, you don't care. Doesn't matter. No maintenance. You just pay and go. Pay and go. It's very, very good. Hire out instead of doing everything yourself. Better use of time. Oh no. The entire concrete wall failed because these guys forgot the elevation difference, and it seems like they were not using rebar and they were just making a wall inside of the wall instead of doing a footing. With these retaining walls, all you have to do, the most important thing is the footing. The most important thing. How is the footing like? Like the skyscraper, it doesn't matter how tall it is. It all matters on how deep the skyscraper goes. Into the bedrock, drilled in, piered in, concrete, rebar, whole lot of engineering. And this is an epic fail. This little thing right here will probably cost $30,000 to $40,000 to fix, because not only do you have to replace it, but now you have to get it engineered. Now you have to pay someone to come and demo all this and haul it away. You damage the neighbor's yard. I'm sure if they have a pool, you're super toast. Oh boy, are you toast. I don't even know. It looks like they don't have a pool, but if they did, toast. Completely toast. So be careful.
Yep, and we're off. Look at this stuff flow out. It's just pouring out of this footing. First, you got to pour that at about a 4 or 5 inch slump, and you go about 2 feet around the perimeter to seal it up, and then you could wet it up. And another thing is you got to jump on that and plug that hole up and stop that. You can't just let 15 yards run out while you guys are standing there watching it. I mean, these guys are out of their mind. Look how much concrete they wasted.
You know, I couldn't agree with the guy anymore. He's 100% right. This is all because they did it incorrectly. Obviously, hired the guys, did it wrong, paid them too cheap, saved money, but now they wasted 15 yards. Wherever you live in the country, concrete is probably around $150, $200 a yard. 15 yards, that's $3,000 gone. Now imagine the cleanup. The cleanup is going to cost more than the concrete was. You guys are always forgetting how much it costs to clean something up. And what about the actual pour? They have to fix it somehow. The framing, the forming, the bracing is the most important thing in concrete work, and you have to make sure you get the right guys. This is smart. That is super smart. They are very, very creative. I got nothing to say. That's pretty badass. This is a great video. Takes 3 guys to do a job of 1, but it looks cool. They got the job done. Will the manager get mad? Would I get mad if I pull up to the job site and the boys are doing that? I don't think I would. I would think it's pretty funny. I think it's pretty hilarious. And it is super creative. Would other people get mad? I don't know. But that was very good. Whoa, Spider-Man. Damn, this dude flew into the air. He's trying to hold that big branch. Oh. As the video ends, literally the tree is falling on him. That's crazy. That's very dangerous. I would not recommend that. This is why I need to have the right equipment. I'm sure that was user error, 100%. Probably untrained people doing the job quickly, didn't have anything tied off. Boom. This can be a catastrophe. If this guy got hurt, the company owner would be toast. Insurance is not going to be happy with this. You got to be careful. Whoa. Dude, that guy got tossed around like a rag doll. When that tree came down, tree work is one of the most dangerous things. This is why insurance for tree people is very high, because the likelihood of getting hurt, injured is much greater. Same with roofing people. You don't really see a lot of things go wrong for, let's say, plumbers. Plumbing is relatively safe unless you get poop sprayed in your face, then it gets a little dangerous. But electrical work, dangerous. Plumbing work, okay, a hose breaks, whatever. But to get hurt on the site, very dangerous to tree work, very dangerous with roofing. Landscaping isn't the safest because you're using a lot of blades to cut pavers and all that stuff, but safer than tree work for sure.
Kolega Rafał nabiera i ładny wyrzut, piękny i hop do Mareczka.
Oh, that's genius.
I następnie, i no.
Look at this, he scooped a shovel of mud, thin set mortar, and then instead of just putting it in a bucket, he literally threw it with the shovel. Oppa. Oh, that's awesome. That's cool. Was that smart? Yes. Is there a better way to do this? Yes. The bucket method definitely will hold more, but this is easier and looks way better. And who knows, maybe he didn't need that much. But this dude seems like they're in Italy. Italia. Oh no, this is already gonna be bad. What are they doing? Oh no. Oh, dude. Are you for real? Of course. These guys rented a Kubota. They somehow got this thing delivered. Where's the forks for this machine? I don't understand. You could literally call the rental yard and say, yo, we need forks. We need pallet forks. Can we come pick them up? Can you guys drop them off? And they would do it. Pallet forks to buy are around $1,000. I have like 4 of them. Maybe they're more than that. I have no idea. I'm a little bit out of touch. But this is a very stupid way to get material off. And this guy just wasted all of these pavers, blocks, whatever they used, down the drain. Dude, that was dangerous. This lady almost got knocked out. The door swung open of the Bobcat, and she couldn't get out of the way fast enough because she has slow reflexes. Better get with the program. I could have easily dodged that, 100%. But she couldn't have. She's a snail. And she wound up on the ground on her butt. Gotta be faster than that. You have to be very careful. Your surroundings in a construction site, dangerous. You gotta be on your feet. Uh-oh. Oh, the dog. Dude, people are always wanting their dog's paw prints inside the concrete. Well, this guy just got it. Fortunately, though, this concrete's still wet, so the finishers can go finish that and they can make it right, but it is unfortunate. No big deal. This is not as dry. It's really wet, so they can be fixed. One time, I hired a cameraman to come on my job site and record me to do a video, and we were pouring concrete, and he accidentally walked through the entire concrete, and he realized that after taking the 4th step, and he was like, what do I do now? And I said, don't worry, just go backwards. Let's go wash your shoes. But it happens. But this dog, he don't care. Uh-oh. No way. Dude. This excavator is toast. 2.5 meters, bro. 8 feet. What more information do you need? This thing is way taller. You have to go around. This guy's smoking something. This is why he should have paid a delivery company to deliver it, because they would have done it right. They wouldn't have gone under this bridge. Every time you try to save money, it always ends up costing you more money. This mistake probably cost the guy $5 grand. No joke. Anytime you work on heavy equipment, it is the most expensive to fix anything. Oil change, what's more expensive? Oil change on a Lamborghini or an oil change on a little piece of equipment? You would think Lamborghini, but you're wrong. Oil change on a little piece of equipment. Stop! This dude, I don't know what was wrong, to be honest. I kind of gotta watch that again. The concrete put inside the pump was too dry, and then it was too wet. This looks like diarrhea, but this is not right. The mix was wrong, and I don't even know if this was definitely not the concrete pumper, but probably the truck. Maybe it sat in the truck too long, waiting. Maybe the truck got stuck in traffic, whatever happened, but that's a problem. Uh-oh. That is not going to be good. He just kicked the wall over. And again, because they didn't use the right foundation, because they didn't use the right footing, because they didn't follow the specs on the block, because they used cheap block. That looked like cheap ass block. And that is a problem. No good. No good, man. Mr. George, we'll have a problem.
Okay, landscapers, help me out. My son and I did a do-it-yourselfer, obviously not very well, because as you can see, it looks like we dug the hole too deep.
Correcto. You did dig the hole too deep. And the base was not done right. The level was too low. And he just did it wrong. He did it wrong. You gotta hire the right people to do the right job. It was a good try, but you did it wrong. You should have used the level.
Dug the pathway too deep. What can we do to fix this without having to hire a professional?
You got to take it out and build up the base and then put it back. Or you can just hire a guy. To be honest, if you find the right guy, he can probably do this for $400. You already have all the material. Maybe it'll cost you $600 max.
Do we just pick up the flagstones and put the more pig gravel underneath it to raise it? What would you suggest? Please help a single mom out, because I don't want to have to pay a professional.
Single mom? How single are you? Oh, that's funny. These guys, they're riding jackhammers like they're horses. It's good. That's all fun and jokes. Very funny. It takes an idiot to learn from their own mistakes. It takes a smart person to learn from someone else's. These are all the things that you should not do, and you already saw the video, so you have to be careful when you're operating machinery or doing some kind of construction on your own. Hire the professionals, and don't be cheap, because cheap never works. If you like this type of video, leave a comment below, subscribe. You can tell me, T, you're the best, or T, you're the worst. I hate you, but I still watch your videos. Either way, see you on the next one.